Hey guys, it's Charlie and it's Subs Week on the Pagan Perspective. I'm Charlie. Did I say that already? I don't know. And today we're talking about witchcraft in schools, or pagan schools, or Hogwarts, or none of the above. So today I am going to ask you for questions before we get started because we are doing a Subs Week kind of Q&A. So I need some questions from you guys. So any questions, burning desires, any burning whatever, I don't know. Don't burn anything but candles. Let's get serious. I cannot focus. Please comment below any questions you have for me specifically that you would like me to answer in the next Q&A video for Subs Week. The question is, if we were, why am I so hyper? I just had a smoothie, that's why I have. Today's topic is, if there was a school in your area for witchcraft or for paganism, would you send your kids to that school? My answer in general is no. I would not want to send my child there because I don't know exactly what is being taught in the school. I think it's just so easy to be like, yes, I would love for my kid to go there. And of course, I think that would be a great option, but I think it's so easy to be biased. So what makes us think that just because there is a school of paganism or a witchcraft school or Hogwarts, for example, how can we say that there will be no bias in that area as well? I think what would be an even greater option is once the child gets older, they have the choice to go, and when they can make their own rational decisions, which, I mean, what child can make rational decisions? I mean, some can, don't get me wrong, but I think it's great for when you get older. It's just too difficult to really portray religions all around. For example, if there really was a school for paganism that you could send your children to, what are they teaching in this school of paganism? Can you choose different forms of paganism? And in those forms of paganism, can you really get the full idea of what is represented in that specific religion? Also, most likely only the popular religions will be taught in this school. There are way too many religions to really portray paganism and teach paganism without being too biased. No matter what, the most popular religions will be taught, leaving other religions that are not as popular or well known to be left in the background. But that's still not an excuse. I mean, I think it would be a great idea to have a school like this. Now, I'm not talking about like a public school teaching paganism. I'm talking about a set school for paganism or set school for witchcraft. This is a great step, but I think it also could be a step back because of we're just biased people. That's just how it is. And we have to remember that while these children are being sent there, we don't know what exactly they're being taught about these religions. How do we decide which religions are taught? There are just way too many. So I think it should just be left out. Is it just the top 3 religions? Is it just the top 5 well-known religions? How do we decide these things? My answer right now would be no. But I do see a benefit in having a school for paganism. Oh, but I really don't know because this question is burning my brain. I think it would be really cool to send your kid to a school for witchcraft because they get to learn at such a young age. But I don't know. I would just probably teach them myself and let them decide what they want to learn later. But in the end, it's like I'm still teaching them. I want them to decide on their own what they believe. But the part of me who is like, oh, I want them to, you know, have all this knowledge when they're young. But then I also want them to be able to make their own decision and realizations about what they believe. So my heart is torn, my mind is torn, everything is torn. I just can't right now. Although it's easy to be biased in terms of what is being taught in school, and especially if it comes to religion, I do think there could be a benefit to this. For example, if there are a wide variety of options within the school of what they're teaching. Also, if the student is older, the student is able to take something from that school and also research more in their free time to really get a better, well-rounded perspective. So I think it's not a completely bad thing, but I do see how this can be a difficult, sticky situation. I went to a Christian university. I chose this on my own because I was older. You know, I chose to go to a Christian university for 2 years, and that was my decision. I learned a lot from it and took what I needed from that. But if you're younger and you're sending your children to a school and they have no say in this, I think that can be the problem. We tend as parents, I'm not a parent yet, but we tend as parents to want to teach and pass on our beliefs to our kids, and that's understandable. So I think there's nothing completely wrong with sending a child to a school like this. I just think that it becomes an issue when the student gets older and they're ready to learn something else and there are no options for these topics. So that's just my perspective. I just think like that. But I mean, who knows, maybe in a few years I'll be having a kid and sending my kid off to witchcraft school. So thank you for watching. My opinion on this is kind of, I don't know too much, but I kind of feel like I would say no to this because I can see areas for bias, and I don't think there's a problem with students when they get old enough researching on their own and figuring out what they believe. Don't forget to leave me your questions below. They are specifically for me, so comment a question for me. Get into my mind. See you guys in the next video. Bye. I look forward to your questions. Comment below. Comment below. Why am I so hyper?